Uh, Welcome to I Assure You Were Broken. We're trying a new format today. We're going to do 15-minute segments. And what's our first segment, Zach?
Here I go again on my own, sipping on my favorite beer called Alamo.
Okay, so we're going to talk about...
Like a drifter, I was born to walk alone.
we're going to talk about how AI is stealing...
I've made up my mind, selling propane and propane accessories all the time. Here I go again.
So we're going to talk about how AI is stealing work for your impersonations. Like, because we could just make an AI sing and kill.
Dude, that's fucking true, bro.
Yeah.
But will it ever be as good?
Probably.
I mean, they're pretty good right now.
Yeah.
You can always kind of hear kind of the bot voice, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
There's like a digital...
Where it doesn't have the data, but it just kind of makes it up.
Yeah, there's definitely like... it's like when you can hear auto-tune, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, with like singing with autotune only sounds the way that pop songs want it to if you sing poorly or off key. So like if you sing well and you're using autotune, it does what it's supposed to, which is it fixes small mistakes in your singing and puts them on pitch. But if you want it to have that robotic sound, you still use autotune, but you just sing poorly.
Yeah, but even if you... So whenever you use autotune to correct pitch, you can clearly hear that it's fucking autotune. Most of the time, at least.
Well, I mean, they've been using autotune since like the 80s, so...
I kind of mean more of what mainstream autotune is now. I think it's really obvious whenever someone's been pitch corrected.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's because, like I said, I think it's because like we're already into the Norm Macdonald voice.
Yeah.
Like I think it's because people suck at singing.
No, well, their voice goes from being their voice to robot enhanced. You can fucking hear it. You can. I don't know how else to describe it. It literally sounds like when you say auto-tune, like that should be the description. It sounds like sounds like a fucking robot, dude.
Yeah, man. How did that sound?
Damn it, Bobby. Back in my day, Willie Nelson didn't have robots making his voice sound better.
Well, what did he have, Dad?
He had his guitar and his
his penis?
Yeah, his Viagra engorged penis.
Dad, what does engorged mean?
Well, son, when you're Willie Nelson, you do a thing called marijuana, and normally that's not okay to do. But if you're Willie Nelson, that's an exception because he's basically like Jesus. And look, I don't know how this gets back to the Viagra thing. Alls I know is he's the one man where it's all okay when you encompass all those things together.
Dad, who's Jesus? Ask your mother. He does the lawn care.
Well, son, I firmly believe if it wasn't for Jesus, we wouldn't have the square tool. He was a great carpenter.
You must have great respect for him, Father. I don't know what the fuck this is.
It was a fucking it's a really good bit.
Hey, let me tell you something, brother. I'm not very good at wrestling impressions. I don't even know what guy this is. It might be Hulk Hogan, dude, or it could be...
That's Stone Cold Hulk Hogan.
Stone Cold Hogan, man. Yeah, I'm going to tell Vince McMahon he can shove it up his ass. You're like, all right, Stone Cold.
Can I get a hell yeah?
Can I get a what? Can I get an okay?
God.
Can I get a get crunk?
Oh fuck! Seriously, what are we talking about today?
Well, I don't know.
My main man, Brandon.
Well, we're 5 minutes in on this topic, so we could just.
That's really good. That's really good. Yeah.
You're like, I thought that would be so much more time. Like I burned so much.
No,
material.
I was hoping. I was hoping you'd be like, look, man, that was nothing. We can cut it. But
yeah, well, we can run long.
no, I think we should this should be the podcast where it's as little editing as possible.
Okay. I literally
Yeah.
was having that same thought. I was
Yeah.
like, we'll do an hour and it's going to be a tight hour. And then,
Yeah, we just cut out the shit that's really bad. Like, when it's bad, it's bad. You know what I'm fucking saying, dude? Like
when we condone Harvey Weinstein, where we go, Harvey Weinstein, like,
is it bad to be the Weinstein of something?
You know?
Yeah, like definitely cut that part. Or fuck shit. Oh shit. Fuck you. I hit my mic. We had a whole setup thing where Brandon put the fucking mic stand away from me and I still hit the fucking mic.
Yeah, longtime listeners of the podcast will know the recurring bit where Zach kicks the mic stand accidentally.
I mean, it's not a bit, it's just a thing.
It's becoming a bit.
Well, at this point,
Yeah.
it's like, hey, Zach, I'm going to put this here because you always complain about kicking it. And I just fucking punched it.
You spite me. You do it to spite my efforts.
Okay, yeah. Here's something to talk about. This fucking New Year's Eve special. When is it going to come out? Is the question, right? So,
you mean this episode right now?
yeah, we're recording it on New Year's Eve. It's currently 2023.
I could upload it tonight. If we
potentially if we get that tight hour in, yeah.
Yeah, we get the tight hour, and I do a little, audio magic.
Oh, dude, get the fucking audio. Like, come on.
I make it sound fucking nice. You know, I make it sound nice, and then I just throw a little graphic up on it, and then bam, New Year's special.
We've
set it to release at midnight.
2023, not the best year. High hopes for 2024. 2024 could be our fucking year. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so, man. I'm making changes in my life. I'm getting more free time.
Yeah.
So potentially I'll be able to work more on all our various projects.
Yeah. Yeah. My problem is staying up late. I'm very bad at it. So if we could get back to like a regular weekend kind of schedule. That'd be really beneficial for us.
Where I can make you stay up late and ruin your.
On the weekends, it's fine, really.
Yeah.
It's just hard during the work week because it fucks with everything from going to work to working out and all that.
That's true.
And
I've started working out too, so I firmly believe that's why we're both here. So
yeah. Today was an easy day. It was body weight day for me. What did you work out today?
No, because I'm I did a little cardio this morning.
Man.
A little fucking
some burpees. Yep.
Yeah, I can. Did some tongue ups,
You did some pull outies, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, my wife is fixed. I just I never unless I want to. It's nice when you want to, versus when you have to.
I mean,
because sometimes I get the thought in my head where I'm like, it'd be kind of cool.
Well, Ash is fixed too, but I always am just like, where do you want it? And she's like, I don't care. And then I'm just like, blah, and I fucking shoot it everywhere.
But you don't feel like you're depriving her of some essential vitamins and nutrients?
I mean, she used to be,
It's like a mood elevator.
I think it used to be when she was trying to lure me in, she was way more prone to like take it in the mouth and swallow it. And now she's more like, oh, just whatever you want. Ha 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 ha. And I'm more prone to be like, I'm going to blow it on your titties. But then when I pull it out, I fucking hit face, neck, and chest all the way down to the belly button sometimes.
Yeah. Is that why you wrote that song?
What song?
I'm breathing so hard, Vader, asthma, gang, shit.
Kevin Smith gave me the face, neck, and chest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But
I love that you just knew what I was talking about.
But it's true, man. I don't really supplement to get big loads, but sometimes I'm just blessed with them, and I'm like,
I didn't know that.
I'm like, whoa! And it's like, I can't believe that just happened, but it's fucking awesome. And I'm trying to get high fives, and nobody in the room is down with it. So
yeah.
Then I'm like, okay, I'll get a towel, whatever. I fucking thought a high five would be cool.
I just use my t-shirt usually. Whatever's handy.
Yeah.
Whatever's laying around.
Usually there's like a clean basket of laundry or dirty.
Sometimes I'll just lick it up,
Oh man, I'm there, man.
And we'll just snowball it.
No, I'm down for snowballing. Like, you're laughing, but I'm I'm totally a guy that's like, bust it and then like spit it back in my mouth, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm down for that.
I don't know if I could be. I'm
Why not?
barely
It's
into
awesome.
ass play. Like,
No, it's awesome.
I don't know.
Another thing, like I like eating booty, right? So sometimes when I bust, I don't like. It's not like I'm sticking it in the booty, but like I'll bust it all in the ass crack and the pussy, and then I'll lick it up.
You know, sometimes I worry that you'll get giardia. You know, beaver fever. Anyway, so we're about 10 minutes into the podcast now. 10 and a half minutes.
Yeah, Brandon, what do you? Yeah, man.
God, you sound so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, your voice is very sultry and deep. I feel like I have to compensate by talking down here like this.
I was there.
Yeah, I'm like, let me show you what you sound like. Yeah, talk like that. Like, that's not what I sound like, Brandon. That's not fucking funny.
Yeah, so that's a good segue. What do you think about true crime, Brandon? What are
so good, flawless, really. I
Yeah.
mean, God, I fucking, you know what? I do have things to say about it, but it's probably not what most people want to hear. Which is, I don't understand the fascination with it, but it seems like it's everywhere. Like a lot of women really like. You know, it's that South Park episode. It's like informative murder porn, where it's like maybe some couples get off on it, but it just seems like it makes Becca unhappy. Like she was watching this. It's not really true crime. I guess it could be if you consider adultery a crime. But she's watching this video, and it's like this guy is love bombing his wife. He's love bombing. That's what she gets, and then she finds out behind her back he's texting all these women and saying, "Oh, I fucking hate this bitch. She's so controlling and she's ruining my life." And he's cheating on her with all these different women. And she's like, "Don't ever cheat on me. If if you want to leave, just leave. You don't have to." Because I'm like, our relationship is going really well, and so she's obviously paranoid that it's all fake. And I'm like, you have issues, and I understand that, and I love you anyways. Like I get it. Like. You've been mistreated in the past, and I hate that for you. But like, it's okay to feel safe and secure. That's my long answer about true crime. Is like, I don't know what the fascination is.
No, I feel like that shit just bums me out. It's like the fascination with serial killers in general.
Don't get me wrong. I like a good serial killer, but I'm not in it for what seems to be this. Like, it has to be like. The interesting thing about serial killers to me is the high-profile nature of it, like, because it's a cultural fascination. And it's like, they'll watch shit that's like, Gary made $24,000 a year, and he shot his brother to get the insurance money. And then he buried him in the crawl space, and then they found out because his cell phone tower was pinged. And then it's like, well, that's just a fucking episode of CSI. Like, just watch CSI. Why do you need the real shit?
Like, so Ash is into all that shit. And usually if it pertains to something like kids, she can't watch it. She can't handle anything violent or bad happening to the kids. So she skips a lot of those episodes. All that good shit. I'm here to say
all the funny stuff.
I'm here to say all of it bums me the fuck out, and I don't see how
it gives me anxiety.
No, I don't see how anyone watches it because I'm just like she'll even tell me she'll just tell me about something I heard about this case and this and this and this happened and this, and I'm like, yeah, wow, I'm totally bummed the fuck out. Thanks.
Yeah, well, I think and part of it too is I think as I get older, I'm becoming more conscientious. Like I'm just more. I don't know if I have an overactive imagination. I've said this before, but it's like, it's almost involuntary where I am putting myself in that position. I got really stoned one time recently and like had a panic attack, and I was watching UFC, and I was just watching the struggle, and I was just like viscerally imagining being in the ring, and I was like, God, what a fucking terrifying thing. And it's like now I can't watch UFC. Because I just imagine like getting my face beat in.
That might be some form of OCD, my man.
It could be, but it's some it's like
I'm definitely there where I overthink the situation too. Where I don't know if I'm putting myself in there or I'm just thinking about the situation too much where I'm like, I'm fucking picturing this clearly.
Yeah.
And now it's
it's ruining my time.
yeah. Now it's like gonna be one of those things that's like a recurring thought.
Yeah, like
where,
I took one
where
of
it's
those.
like, huh, this is happening, and now I'm thinking about the time that Gladys chopped off the
Yeah,
kid's head and put them in the oven.
it's like I don't want to have that rattling around my head. Like I get that it's a real thing and you have to deal with it, but at the same time, it's like
the Patton Oswalt had a pretty good joke where he's talking about his wife was obsessed with murder mysteries while he's watching these serial killer things, and he's like, what was it? The necklace was made of vaginas, and that made investigators believe to be. And I'd come in the room like, "What the fuck?" She'd be like, "Shh, it's the necklace vagina killer."
yeah.
And it was like, the cavity was filled with semen, and that led investigators to believe like, it's the semen cavity killer. And he's just like, "Oh God!" It's just like all these fucking horrible things.
OCD runs in my family too, so it definitely could be.
I think I haven't, man. I think I have like. I think I've got some multiple issues here.
Yeah. I was. It might be another OCD thing. I was watching Shaun of the Dead. I was showing it to Gabe and Aiden, and I decided to take half an edible, and I was watching it, and it's like a comedy movie, but I'm like. It's got heavy themes in it, but the way that it's presented, if you're sober, it's like, oh, it's funny and it's lighthearted. But the thing that's good about Shaun of the Dead is that it's very effective at everything that it does. Like the horror is effective in it, the comedy is effective in it. It's really good. It's well done. The themes are well executed. The foreshadowing, the setups and payoffs, like that's just a perfect fucking movie. But it touches on something like from a realism perspective that was freaking me out while I was watching it. It's like, oh fuck, like imagine like if you like you turned into a zombie and I was like in your house and I was in the bathroom and then like you're in the shower and you're a zombie, and it's like, yeah, he's the guy that's portrayed in the movie as a dick, and so like the audience doesn't like him because they don't have connection with him. But it's like Sean as a character went to college with this person, he likes obviously both of these people, and it's like his acting is really well done. Like it's comedic, but it's also done really well.
On that level too. That's
like he's obviously traumatized by it because it's like
Sean's brother.
Well, and then the two people in the garden, they don't know him, so it's like fun. Right. It's like oh, we're killing people, but they don't really think about it like that. And then when it's somebody they know, that's the next person that they see as a zombie. And then it's like killing Philip is funny whenever they're talking about it, and then they go there and then they have the big emotional scene where he's dying, and it's like that's a really good contrast. That's what makes Shaun of the Dead so good. But then it's like trying to watch that while you're stoned and you're like, you're like crying like a little bit. And you're like, your kids are like laughing, having a good time, and you're like. It's a good movie, right? You're like just trying not to have those
imagine
feelings.
if your brother was your roommate,
and
you're trying to let your best friend live with you, but he's freeloading, and your brother's giving you shit about it, and then the next day,
is Pete his brother?
Yes, and then the next
is that confirmed?
Yeah, it's his brother.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Google it right now. So, he wakes up, and they just assume that Pete went to work.
Right, and then they go
like he's
"Oi,
gone.
prick," and then. He's not in.
yeah. Like he got bit, and they're like, "Fuck."
Right. And then that's when they hear on the news the next morning if anybody who's been bit, and they look upstairs, and then they're trying to figure out.
Yeah, they go, Pete.
Oi, prick.
Yeah, he's not in.
He's not in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so good.
Yeah, it's Sean's brother. Because he's like, come on, even you sold a bit of weed. He's like, yeah, to you, in college.
Yeah, once, to you. So fucking good.
Yeah.
Why do they have him in the villains fandom? I don't understand that. Pete's not a villain. Pete's like a reasonable fucking person in that movie. Like, if you really think about it.
Yeah, he is, he's definitely antagonistic. He's a dick.
Yeah, it just says he's Sean's flatmate. Full name Peter. They don't have a last name. Alias Pete by Sean, Prick by Ed.
I swear to God, it's his brother.
Hobby unknown. Goals become a sex. God, it's so mean. This is villains.fandom, so I mean, fuck fandom.com. But become a successful businessman, failed. Kill Sean and Ed, fail. I don't know if those are his goals. Crimes,
goals.
attempted murder. That's not attempted. This is not a good. This is not a good website. We're 20 minutes in, so I think it's time to go to our next topic, which is hauntings.
Oh, great! Like it's like this movie's going to haunt me now.
Yeah, if I think that would be a good movie to do a commentary track on. Like we just take half an edible and fucking watch it and get real deep with the themes.
Yeah, I swear, they make it a point that that's Sean's brother.
Yeah, well, apparently not. But still, I mean, it's his friend, and
I'm not
brotherly love and all
I'm
that.
I'm 100% honest with you. I'm not gonna trust your googling right there.
Okay.
What was that? Villains.
.fandom. I checked on the Wikipedia as well.
Well, fuck them. It's the whole thing with the fucking with the Englishmen. Wiki not giving them respect, not giving the we have an accent now. We're not going to be taken seriously by the internets. Yeah. Yep, that's a thing. Anyways.
Well, yeah, I mean, look it up in your own time, and maybe you can link me something that says that they are brothers.
Yeah, I might watch the movie tonight. Yeah, well, fuck you, Brandon. Yeah, fuck you right now, buddy.
That's from the movie, remember?
Fuck you.
Movie. Oh, you want Clyde? Yeah, you want Clyde?
I just... What is it? Hey, remember that time we stayed up all night getting drunk and played Tekken 2?
Remember that night? We stayed up all night drinking apple schnapps and playing Tekken 2?
Yeah. When was that? It's 20 years ago.
That was 12 years ago.
20 years ago.
When's he going home? I fucking love Shaun of the Dead. But yeah, hauntings. I've been in places. I've been into the Missouri State Penitentiary on a nighttime tour for the specific purposes of alleged haunting, and it's a tourist attraction. We did not see anything at the time. The funny thing about haunted places is every time I fucking go to one, I never see shit. So I don't know if I'm just not on the fucking level, or if they I'm a child of Christ, so they're just like, well, you can't fucking around with him here. Or if it's just people are fucking liars and con men and they fucking get money for these tours, and they're like, well, it's a living.
Yeah, what they would say to you, what the supernatural,
the uninitiated,
what the supernatural community would say to you is that
you're gay.
No,
you're literally gay.
You're so.
Listen, you're gay.
Right? Is this you then in the file? Yep. You're gay. Right.
What?
No. That's what it says here.
It's written down, so that's
right. So you don't see the ghosts because they sense your gayness.
It's true. Look it up. No gay person has ever seen a ghost.
Right. This is the ghosts are heterosexual, and they don't respect you. Right.
They don't. You don't see because you don't get to go to an afterlife.
Right. Yeah. They've gone to the biblical afterlife. And you go to non-existence, which is called limbo. Yeah. Which, if you don't know what that is, read your Bible. Anyways, okay, yeah. Hold on. Yep.
Or you go to the you be reincarnated until you're not gay anymore. Like, hope he doesn't get a dolphin. Gay rapists, anybody? Sorry, I didn't know if you guys knew that dolphins are gay rapers, and just rapers in general, not just not.
Yeah, and apparently, if you jack off a dolphin for research, it's frowned upon.
They will not consider your work. Yeah. You could have had something, you dumb bitch, and then you fucking had a sexual relationship with that dolphin. Which I get it, you know. It's cool. Dolphins are cool, but I don't know if I'd jack one off for science.
Right. So I'm seeing a lot of things confirming flatmate, and then mixing up movies in that I'm trying to get like, is it Sean's brother? And then it shows me a different movie.
Oh yeah, I think he has played. What's that actor's name? Not Nick Frost, but Simon Pegg. I believe Simon Pegg and the actor who plays Pete in Shaun of the Dead have probably worked together before.
No, I'm referring specifically to Shaun of the Dead. Like, the whole dynamic is that they're brothers living together, and that
Ed is Sean's friend.
Ed is Sean's friend, and as Sean's brother, he's he like feels obligated to help Sean's friend out, but he's like, "Come on, man, it's enough. It's been enough.
Yeah,
he needs to fucking go."
Yeah, I mean, but why wouldn't his mother say anything about it? Or is he like his half brother, maybe, or stepbrother rather, or maybe half brother would be accurate,
maybe
because she
maybe
remarried.
maybe there's a line in the movie that's more of
But he does say flatmate at the end when he says, "I don't think I have it in me to shoot me mum, me flatmate, and me girlfriend all in one day." And she goes, "Oh, you think I'm your girlfriend?"
Yeah, well,
he's like,
maybe
"Well, you don't want to die single, do you,
so here's maybe there's slang when they're talking to each other, and maybe Pete has some kind of dialogue where he's like, "Look, Sean, you're my brother." Maybe I took that too literal. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe there was a bit of that in the movie that I took too literally, right?
Right, literally. Well, look, okay, so give me your honest opinions on hauntings, and if you've had any experiences with hauntings. We're already 7 minutes into this topic.
Look, man, I don't give a fuck about ghosts. I don't believe in ghosts. That's just me personally. I don't have experiences. At best, I have some things when I was a kid that I can link back to overactive imagination. Kids are like that, you know. It's like my daughter said one time the power went out, and she swore she saw glowing eyes at the bottom of the stairs whenever she was in the dark running to our bedroom. And it's like,
okay, yeah,
also,
I get glowing eye implants one time.
Look, man, we have animals in the house, you know.
Yeah, did you know?
Not beyond the cat or the dog to display some glowy eyes. More likely the cat. Right?
That's a real thing. I didn't realize that was. It's like a form of bioluminescence.
Yeah.
So not only are like their eyes are basically made out of the same shit that like they have a separate part of their eye anatomy that's like very reflective. So it's technically like a bioluminescence because they're amplifying the amount of light that's in the atmosphere. Which I guess supposedly humans also have a small amount of bioluminescence that's just not detectable to our eyes, but like other animals can see us like glowing figures in the dark, like animals that see in the infrared spectrum and shit.
And the dog man has
the dog man
also has a bioluminescence in his eyes. You can see him whenever it's pitch black out. You know the dog man's coming by the glow in his eyes. I was chosen as a dog man handler, and when we discontinued the dog man in the military, they faced me with disposing of them. It was the dog man versus the frog man. I was mostly expertised in underwater demolition, but I also I grew with the dogmen, learned how to fight the dogmen, hunt the dogmen, and ultimately how to kill the dogman. And
tell me why that was necessary. Why would killing the dogman be necessary?
Well, they were the government engineered. They were created by the government. An abomination of dog and man, and we used them in Vietnam. would put the dogmen into holes, into tunnels, and they would flush the Vietnamese out mostly by dismembering them. And we would have people at both ends of the holes with tasers, with cattle prods to subdue the dogmen, and then we would cage them back up and take them to the next hole. Anyways,
what was their diet like? Did they get kibble or
mostly Vietnamese? Anyways, when we brought them back to America, there was no place for them in the natural world. Obviously, they're essentially demonic entities at this point. There's no other way to describe them. They're monsters. They're abominations. So we set off to dispose of them. And when they were being transported one day, the cargo of dogmen was lost. The truck had gone off the road in a terrible rainstorm. Anyways, all across the Midwest, the dogmen were unleashed upon the innocent, essentially. So it was me and my ragtag team of men, the frogmen versus the dogmen. That's the name of the book coming out as soon as we can clear copyright and the non-disclosure agreements.
Yeah, I imagine that's tough. Was there any humanity left in the dogmen? I mean, I know they're mostly demonic entities, but that's often the theme of the demonic possession movies is salvation of the.
The thing about the dogmen, the thing about the dogmen is they look mostly human except for the head. The head is very much a dog. That's why we call them a dog man. And have you seen a dog man?
I don't know. I don't know.
You tell me why they're called a dog man.
Well, Jesse, I really appreciate your time, and thanks for coming on. The name of the book is Frogmen versus the Dogmen, and we look forward to when it comes out.
I don't believe in fucking ghosts.
Long story short, I don't believe in ghosts.
Long story short, I don't believe in ghosts. I've seen the real horrors of the world in the dogmen. Hard to believe when you see it in the flesh. Ethereally, I can't believe it could exist.
Yeah, the only ghosts that are real are the ones that are in your mind. Yeah, so true. Thank you, Jesse. Well, and with that, I mean, I think we're on to our third topic, which we didn't plan ahead of time, so we'll just have to come up with it on the spot.
New Year's resolutions.
Oh, I'm gonna get jacked. That's my New Year's resolution,
dude. Okay, yeah. So
I'm cutting out bread.
Okay, so you're gonna get jacked. Is that it? Is that the one thing?
That's the one thing. I don't really. I think I'm cutting back on masturbation as well.
Oh, not me, dude.
I thought about it as like getting the poison out, because it's like everybody's like, oh, you just have to channel that into like your other creative endeavors, and it's like I can't focus on my other creative endeavors until I fucking crank one out.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try not to crank one out. I'm just gonna try to fuck my wife instead.
It's good though, because you're not setting multiple goals. You should.
I feel like smaller is better, and then I just have a basic plan. Just like you do incremental increases in the rep on the workout, and maybe cut back on drinking as well, just to help with the gains.
That would be mine actually, is because I work out every day. I rarely take a day off. It's really hard for me. I just try to structure my workout where I have enough rest days. Yeah,
you just do it no matter what.
Yeah, I do different muscles, so I have rest days for all my. My muscles are getting rest. I'm just doing. I'm working different muscles.
Right. Sort of. It's the same thing as like learning a language. It's like you have to do it every day, and it's just a matter of getting it done.
So my resolution would be, I'm gonna drink less. And I think I'm going to improve my diet for my lifting, because I really like where my arms are right now.
Yeah, no, you look great.
I really like where my arms are. I would like my chest to be better, and I'm blaming it on the holidays, but I've already put on like a bunch of stomach fluff, and I still have my love handles. I think
the only thing you need to introduce into your workout regimen is cardio.
Yeah,
Which I think
no,
we
it's
should. I think once I start this
100%.
this new job, I think we should work out together because my start time is 6, and so
I definitely need some cardio.
when is your start time? Is it like 5:30?
Oh, fuck, dude, I'll get up and like start at 4. Usually 4:30 is the actual start time.
I could probably do that. I could probably get up at 4:30, come over. We could get a workout in.
Yeah, well, you could be doing like one thing while I do another thing, and that would really.
Yeah, we could offset our days. Like I could do back and buys one day, and then you could do chest and tries, and then we could alternate.
Yeah, or even just the multiple workouts that I will do for a muscle. We could still do like while I do one, you do another.
Yeah,
I don't know.
But it'd be good. It's nice to have accountability buddies.
Yeah, well, and it's nice. I just went up weight for my bench.
Did you get your 100 pounds?
No, I'm doing the 90-pound dumbbells right
Yeah.
now. Like I was doing the 80 pounds just because it was safe, and I was like, I'm not going to injure myself. But it was getting to the point where I wasn't feeling or seeing any results.
And rather than increase repetition, you'd rather.
Well, I wasn't really like I was trying to increase reps, but I wasn't really feeling the.
Well, and that's the other part too. If you're not getting the workout that you need in the time that you have, it's like, I mean, what other choices do you have?
Yeah.
You can't just keep doing more because
That's the thing is as I keep increasing the repetitions, and it's like, well, I'm running out of time now.
Yeah.
So
What I wouldn't recommend going above 90 though.
No,
I think 90 is a good. That's.
Yeah, well, I think ultimately I want. I have adjustable dumbbells right now, so I have plates,
That's good.
and I would like to get
a great workout with just some adjustable dumbbells.
Yeah, I would like a dedicated pair of 50-pound dumbbells, 60-pound dumbbells, and then 100-pound dumbbells because I would.
There's a few exercises that you could. Yeah, definitely.
Well, especially with the 100-pound dumbbells, I would just need like
Shrugs.
one dumbbell. For the 100-pound dumbbell, I could do squats with and
Yeah.
shit, which like front squats, which would be really good.
Yeah. Shrugs are great. I mean, a lot of heavy weight.
Yeah,
on the
man.
shrugs.
And then the heavier weights, like I typically don't go super heavy with my calf raises, but I would love to have some. I would love to have an option to
Yeah.
go heavier weights with the calf raises, but I don't know.
So that's your New Year's resolution.
My New Year's
then?
resolution is to finally lose my love handles.
That which just goes back to introducing that cardio into the.
Well, I think what I really want to do, because my strength right now is great. I'm stronger than ever, but I would like to improve my diet
and supplementation, I'm guessing.
Yes, I need. So I haven't really been able to afford it.
Yeah.
So I would love to get back into
Creatine?
regular protein and creatine
Yeah.
supplements.
That creatine is insane. I was taking creatine just for its strength and endurance benefits.
Yeah.
Just getting that, and it really works. Just for, I talked to some people and they're like, "Oh, you really shouldn't be taking creatine if you're not working out." And then my job performance, because I have a physical job right now, kind of was better
Yeah.
just taking the creatine as a supplement. Like less muscle fatigue, less muscle soreness, less muscle weakness with the creatine. So I think that there's probably something that they're talking about. Like if you're taking creatine, you have to be working out, but at the same time, like if you have a physical labor job, like you're kind of still using that. I have heard some things about hair loss, but I'm thinking those are people who are using large doses of creatine. I'm only using like a teaspoon.
I also hear your body can only absorb so much, so even if you overdo the creatine,
you're just gonna piss it out.
Yeah, it's like wasted.
Well, and that was what I was saying about the zinc when you were talking about how big your loads were. Like zinc is supposed to be able to improve your loads, but you have to take something else to force the zinc into your cells because it's
Really?
not readily absorbable as just regular zinc. Which I think that they say you should take selenium with it. Which selenium is something that helps facilitate the metabolic reaction to get that zinc into the cells where it's needed. That's why a lot of people, I guess, are zinc deficient. It's not because you're not getting the zinc, but you're not getting the required, I forget what it's called. It's some scientific jargon for whatever that particular type of molecule is that helps push it into the cells.
Well, I also hear there's a lot of people that can't actually absorb vitamins, so they have to get like basically some form of injection.
Like an IV vitamin or something.
Yeah, they can't. So over the counter shit.
Well, and the thing about the creatine is that I didn't know is you have to take it with like it says specifically like glucose, or yeah, I believe it's glucose. So it's like drink it with juice. So I'm thinking it's probably piggybacking on whatever the insulin reaction is in the body when you introduce glucose into it, and then that creatine is attaching itself to the glucose and the insulin.
Yeah. I think that's mine though. I think improve my diet.
Get rid of love handles.
Get rid of the love handles. I have abs. I would love to be just
more defined.
And then I would love to, if I could do all that while maintaining my strength, that would be great, because that's the slippery slope. Is
it's difficult.
The slippery slope, gaining muscle and staying lean. Like, good luck. You basically.
It's called clean, not clean bulking, but like that.
Yeah, it's like you basically have to. It's like you have to bulk and cut, and I'm just kind of like, can I do both at the same time? I'm very
the clean bulk.
Yeah.
But that's you're talking about perfect caloric.
You're talking about being smarter than I am and having more money than I do. So
right.
that's actually part of my problem with my diet is as I often neglect it just because I can't afford it and I need to eat. Like you have to eat, man.
So what are your
because if you don't eat, that's how the dogmen get you.
That's exactly right.
You get tired, you get weak, you get delirious, you're hungry, you're in the woods.
With the dogman. What are your actionable steps to achieve your New Year's resolution?
More research. I think whenever you're working out, you can learn something every day as far as fitness goes.
And then applying that.
And then applying it as far as
supplementation.
As far as like what we just talked about, like I'm gonna add protein and creatine back into the diet. Supplements, not just food. I'm talking about like.
Have you thought about getting back into the carnivore diet?
I'm talking about
or cycling into it.
That comes with affording it too. Yes, if I could afford the carnivore diet, I would do that 100%. I'm talking more protein shakes, creatine mix. Yes,
I've seen some people do hamburger meat for their carnivore diet. Because you can get a lot of it, but it's just a matter of like eating beef patties every day or eating, ground like seasoned ground beef.
Yeah,
and then maybe throwing rice in every once in a while just to get the immediate carbs, or doing fruit. I've seen people do carnivore as like add an apple in, still eat basically protein.
I think ultimately the main things will be protein, creatine, and cardio. I'm gonna explore some diets that allow me to have more carbs because right now,
are you just doing low carb?
No, right now I'm actually just kind of doing whatever. It's the holidays. I'm really not monitoring. I'm trying to have I'll do 1 or 2 like healthy meals, quote unquote, and then just whatever. So I definitely wouldn't say low carb right now.
It's time to move on to our next topic, Zach.
Yeah, that's great. We'll move on. What I want to end with is I would like to see if I can find a diet where I can still have plenty of carbs for energy, and just kind of go from there. But that goes back into I wish I could afford a nutritionist, like someone to tell me what to eat, and then a trainer to tell me what to lift, and that would just be fucking amazing.
I bet you could find one online.
Yeah, maybe, but
just like a general advice kind of trainer, like, hey, we're doing this today,
and that makes me wonder how much it's going to cost me, because I feel like all the advice you can get for free. You can apply it, but it's that's where my research advice goes
Planet
into.
Fitness has a membership.
That's where you really gotta you put in the work to get the result. Anyways, if I could just find a diet that doesn't completely deprive me of energy, that would be amazing.
That's the thing about the carnivore diet that it has over a lot of other diets, is that you are not in a state of hunger, because you're fighting against.
I agree.
A lot of diets, you're fighting against your body's natural survival mechanisms.
Yeah.
Like, you're hungry for a reason, and it's because your body isn't getting the types of nutrients that it needs. And so, because you're eating a lot of filler foods, it's like, yeah, you're full for a while on Chinese food, which is a lot of breading and carbs.
Or in the Dogman's case, the Vietnamese.
Right. They love
every
those...
time they would eat a Vietnamese, they were hungry half an hour later.
Exactly. They're like, these Vietnamese chicken wings just aren't... They love Thai food.
No, I agree, man. When I did nothing but meat, I felt great. Then I started changing it up, and I would do things like I was like, okay, I'll eat meat, but I'll also eat things like almonds, things that would give me fats that were
and with that,
beneficial for energy.
We're on to aliens. So what do you think is the likelihood that aliens are real now that the government is claiming that they are real?
I don't know if it's a question of like if they are real, but what are they?
Right. Well, I guess that's kind of what I mean.
Yeah, at this point, I'm kind of like we don't know. So the wild speculation's really fun. Other planets, sure. What if they're from this planet, but they're from the inner core? What if they come from under the ocean? What if it's not the core? What if it's just the ocean floor?
I did hear a theory about that.
What do they call that when it's not extraterrestrial? They're of this.
They're terrestrial.
They're terrestrial, but there is a
non-human.
Well, there's
non-human intelligence.
Okay, I thought there was another word that was something terrestrial that implies that they're from this world, but they're still foreign to us. I thought there was a word for that.
There could be something terrestrial, I would imagine. Because terrestrial just means from terra.
It's not important, anyways.
Like, do you consider the dogmen to be alien? They're definitely foreign.
Let's not joke about the dogmen.
What's that? Jesse Ventura on Theo Von. He's like, "So you're a comedian, huh?
Yeah.
Tell me a joke, make me laugh."
Yeah, the one thing comedians don't want you to say. So you're a comedian.
And he's
like, make me laugh.
And he's like, I don't know, man. You ever think about raccoons are it's like Canadian.
So where are you performing? Yeah, I just want to know so I know not to go there.
Very good. All right, this is going to be a great start to the interview.
Anyways, yeah, well, you tell me I come on your show and you tell me you're a comedian and you make people laugh?
Go ahead. Make my day. Why don't you tell me? That's his catchphrase, right? Yeah. Well, I don't know. You tell me. Didn't I send you that Will Sasso? Where he's reading it in different ways. Like, really? Okay, now do a sad. And he's like, well, I don't know. You tell me.
I just I have this clip. I think he was talking to Stone Cold. He's like, I've done things in South America that you can't do in America. Like, fucking what?
Cocaine? Did you do cocaine?
I went out on a longboat in a lagoon with some Mexicans, and I got to touch a gray whale, a 40-foot gray whale. I put my hand in its mouth and touched it. I fathered a gray whale. I fathered a baby gray whale. The mother left it with us, and we babysat it, and I took it in as my own. He's now a fully grown adult. My stepson is a gray whale.
I didn't send it to you, but
anyways, I go out. I go to the Baja for 60 days every year, and I spend it with my gray whale stepson in the lagoon. What the fuck were we talking about?
No. Aliens.
Look, man. Yeah, I don't know if it's so much if they exist, but what are they? What are they?
Gay.
We've got a lot of documentation on UFOs and what it.
Say, well, why don't you tell me? In tones described below. Angry. Well, why don't you tell me? Thank you. Sad. Well, why don't you tell me? humiliating yourself because you forgot to buy paper towels at the grocery store for the second time in a week. Why don't you tell me? Curious. Why don't you tell me? That sounded just like Rip Torn. Okay. See, now I understand why dudes
Dude, they need you to find too. You got to hit these very specific marks.
Pissy. Well, why don't you tell me? He's
a little
always
bit like
pissy.
your angry one.
Yeah. Overly friendly. Well, why don't you tell me?
Jesus.
Yeah, I love that one. That's good. I love stealing content.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I don't know. Like UAPs, UFOs,
Yeah.
USOs.
Yeah, I don't believe.
Look,
I
man.
was a hardcore believer, and then they started all this shit. I'm just like, that's not real.
Look, man. I feel like now we've got documentation that's like, hey, we don't know what these are. Yeah, makes you wonder.
I love. I watched.
It's like we get answers, but there's more questions.
So like the AI thing is really interesting because people have been using it to like the classic censored documents, like where you get a document but it's been redacted, and then we basically take like a Sharpie and they black out the lines, and they would feed it to the AI, and it was like filling in the black spots, and it's just like. Yeah, I can guess what's behind the black lines too. It's like the blank was seen over the, and it's just like unidentified aerial phenomenon. It's like, yeah, okay, thanks. Like that may be what he said. I don't know. We're just are we just like leaving it up to the AI to guess for us? Like I have the same fucking functional capacity of my brain to speculate on tangential ideas that are relative to the document that's presented. Like I could guess. That's what we're telling AI to guess, and we're presenting that as factual information.
I guess I'm more talking about the video evidence that's been released, and it's you have like Air Force going, yeah, we don't know what this is. Government, we don't know what this is, and then
I bet they fucking do know what it is.
I guess that kind of leaves it where it's at. And you got Mexico going, we have alien bodies, and they look like fucking like really
paper mache.
They look like cakes. You see those memes where they're cutting the alien open into a piece of cake?
They look like fucking.
They're like, hey man, is that racist? Hey man, we got these mummified remains of the aliens, man.
Cheech Marin's Mexican. It's fine. That's what they all sound like.
Hey man, check out this fucking alien. It's like, hey, that's like, it looks like that because it's mummified, man.
No, we put it in diatomaceous earth till it's dehydrated.
No, man, it looks like shit because
Look, I know this looks fake, and like I just made it like 2 hours ago with some paper mache in my garage, but I swear to God, man, I found this in the fucking desert.
Dude, it looks like shit because it's supposed to, man.
Look, if you think about it, like it would look like shit if it was real, you know?
Like, hey, man,
I'm just like Italian.
Hey! It was about real.
If it was real, it wouldn't look like shit. If you think about it, just think about it, okay?
Hey man, they're like body composition is like different than ours. So when we tried to mummify it, we completely fucked it up, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we did like an MRI or something, and then like it had these like things inside of it, and it looks like eggs, but it just turns out they're dumb as shit.
Hey, we did not know that the pasta sauce was not a preservative.
It turns out that they were just dumb and they fucking ate some rocks, and that's why they died.
Hey, these are mummified alien remains, and they died like War of the Worlds. They just like consumed our germs and then died, man. And by consumed our germs, I mean they went to a strip club in Tijuana, man. Like, estoy trabajando más duro que una prostituta con descuento en Tijuana. You know what I'm saying, man?
Yeah, they were just eating handfuls of fucking chlamydia. They're just like, what is this? This looks fucking tasty.
Hey, look, I know this looks like shit, man, but these are fucking aliens.
Dude, trust me, they're aliens, bro. Look, have you ever...
So I think I'm at the point where I'm like, look, I don't give a shit. I'm basically like, show me
Show me a real alien.
Well, yeah, I'm at the point where I'm like, tell me where they're from, tell me what they are, show me. There's a lot of speculation. There's multiple races of aliens. There's the Greys. There's the fucking reptilians. Look, man.
There's the tall whites.
There's the insectoids.
There's the tall whites.
I don't know what that is.
It's they're Aryans. They're like it literally. It's
okay,
like they're blonde.
Hitler.
I didn't fucking make up the lore, Zach. They're fucking blonde hair, blue eyed, and they're tall.
Hey, man, we're not here to talk about the fucking hate speech on it. Hey, listen, man. We're going to talk about the insectoids.
Why do you think Hitler was so fucking interested in aliens and shit? He was like, oh, this is the real shit. Okay, yeah, we'll go to war for this.
Look, I'm not putting any stock into what Hitler believed because...
No, that guy was on drugs.
He also had a stupid-ass mustache, a stupid-ass fucking haircut, and, hey, guess what? Oh, look, look at me, I'm Hitler,
yeah, that's true.
We are going to take the manji and reverse it, and that is our symbol.
Yeah.
We are going...
And they were like, mein Führer, isn't it kind of like when you have the symbol of the cross and then you turn the cross upside down and then it's like, oh, it's Antichrist, it's like, so wouldn't like turning the symbol of like immortality like around, wouldn't that make it like not immortality? And he's like, no, that's stupid and you should fucking kill yourself. Somebody kill him. That was a bad idea, Hans. You're going to die. No, you silly little fucker.
We don't want to be generic. Okay, yeah. Oh, we could take a cross and invert it. Oh, real original. Oh, the Iron Cross. Guess what? Yeah, we're going to use that.
Yeah, invest the Iron Cross. Stupid. Yeah, what is it? Oh, it's still an Iron Cross. Yeah, you're fucking moron.
Good suggestion. Yeah, we are going to use the Iron Cross, but the main symbol is the manji backwards. Fuck you.
Yeah. Okay. I said it, and that's what we're going with. I'm glad that we ended this on like a Hitler impression.
Yeah, it's really good.
We've got about 3 minutes left in the podcast.
It's like a 10 out of 10.
Thanks. I did study German for a little while.
What are the closing thoughts on the aliens?
It's not real.
If it is, I don't care. Insectoids.
Very cool. I hope that's real.
I'm not. Look.
Cold, unfeeling aliens.
I'm more.
That would when we eventually go into Starship Troopers and we are essentially an authoritarian society that's based on military power, and then everybody is succumb to the military-industrial complex, and that our society and culture is based on military power, might, and self-sacrifice. I really look forward to mercilessly killing creatures that potentially are capable of empathy and feeling and have complex cultures that are rival that of human society. And I really look forward to becoming a part of a cold, unfeeling machine that basically becomes a conquering force in the universe, and we, assimilate their technology into our own, and then we just basically become, the Fourth Reich.
Yeah.
Did you? I mean, what was your?
Yeah.
What did you have different?
Just one question. What?
Yeah,
I think my closing argument is give me something tangible. You want me to believe in ghosts? Give me some tangible ghosts. You want me to believe in aliens? Give me some tangible aliens, like the dogmen. I can reach out and touch them. Believe me, I have. I've dealt with many dogmen. You lure them in. You lure them in with the bacon. You lure them in with the bacon bits. They can't tell the difference. It smells and tastes just like bacon. Trust me, I know. I was there. And you want me? You want me to protect America from the dogmen? Sign me up. Why would the government assign me with protecting Americans from the dogmen? You tell me.
That's a good point. The real question is dogmen. So mostly man, doghead.
Dogmen. There's two things dogmen love more than anything: bacon bits and kibbles and bits.
So
it may or may not have anything to do with the bits. I can't tell you.
So
you tell me. Tell me what it is.
Dog dicks or human dicks?
Or
human dicks in a dog sheath.
Picture an upright hairy man with a dog's head.
And genitals are Okay, well, we're at the half-minute mark for the end of the podcast, and I'd really want to thank our guest, Jesse Ventura, because it's such a rare honor and treat for us to get him in the studio. And, Happy New Year's, everybody. Hopefully this will be uploaded at midnight tonight. And, Zach, did you have any closing thoughts?
There was one instance where I saw a fully unsheathed red rocket from a dog man.
Okay. Thank you, Jesse Ventura. And we want to thank you at Ultra Beta, and we want to wish you a Happy New Year's.
I feel like it should just be like a closing theme, right? Full on unsheathed red rocket. Fucking Family Guy.
Yeah. I got it.
It seems today that all you see is violence in movies and sex on TV. But where those good old-fashioned values on which we used to rely? Lucky's as a Family Guy. Lucky's as a man who positively can do all the things that make us laugh and cry. He's a Family Guy.